No nonsense gin drinking. All gin, no nonsense.
Hello there, gin lovers. Welcome back. I'm Bobby Freeman, and as you can tell from me lovely little accent, today we've got a gin all the way from Ireland. So let me introduce you to Bertha's Revenge. Now it's a very interesting little gin, this one, because I'll just drop the accent for a second so people can take me, well, I was going to say seriously, no one ever does that, but you know what I mean. It's a very interesting gin because this one, my friends, is made with milk. It is an Irish milk gin. Now, never, ever, not once in all my time drinking gin have I ever found a gin that is made with milk. So I've no idea how they do it, but I tell you one thing, we're gonna bloody well find out today whether you like it or not. Bertha, a legendary Drimmen cow from Sneen in County Derry, sadly died in 1993. At 48 years of age, she became known as the world's oldest cow, having given birth to an eye-bulging 39 calves over her lifetime. To immortalise her memory, we've brought her back in spirit, literally. Milk from the dairy farmers is separated into curds and whey, a little bit like Little Miss Muffet. Special yeasts are added to the whey to convert the milk sugars into alcohol. I've gone all Welsh there, I don't know why. Producing a high quality whey spirit. We're the very first distillery to produce small batch milk gin from whey alcohol. And if you're wondering what Bertha looks like, you can see a lovely picture of her there, God bless her. So then, gin lovers, I think we've talked about cows and whey and milk far too long. Let's get the old top off and see what she's like, shall we? And I doth what? I doth spy a cork, so we know what that means. It's the Irish Cork Test, so it is.
The Irish Cork Test.
So, straight in with the squeak. Not much of a squeak, a bit of a rub at best, I think. So, full pull. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, so we've got a slight problem here. This is the first time this has happened on this show. We've got a cork malfunction. I don't know if you can see that. The top is separated from the other bit of the cork, so I'm not entirely sure how we're going to get into it. Right, okay, I think I've solved this problem. I've been to the house, had a good old ferret around in the toolbox, and I found this little fella, which I believe is called the mole grips. I think it's mole grips. Anyway, my friend said it was called parrot grips the other day. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's try the cork test. Here we go. I hope this is an anticlimax. Don't think it can possibly live up to the hype, but we'll try it anyway. Here we go. Oh my God, it didn't live up to the hype. It was bloody awful. But you know what? We had a bit of fun along the way, didn't we? So my friends, let's get into the glass and have a sniff of my first ever milk gin. So let's get the old nostrils in there, shall we? Ooh. Wow. Oh, blimey. Oh, wow. Okay, my friends. Okay, I've sniffed a lot of gins. I think it's safe to say I have sniffed a lot of gins on this show. However, I have never, ever smelled anything quite like that, gin or otherwise, to be honest, because that is quite... Oh, there's quite a pungent smell about it, if I'm absolutely honest. It's kind of really nice, citrusy, light, airy, sort of sweety sort of smell, but with something kind of sinister and weird sort of lolloping around in there. But anyway, we're not here for the smelling, are we? Although in this case, I think it's sort of revealing quite a lot. But anyway, let's get the old tonic in it and have a good old taste, shall we? Now, I will try this one neat. I usually forget, but I'm going to try and remember today. But for now, let's have it as God intended it, I believe, married with the tonic. So I say to my friends, which is what I consider every last one of you. This is Bertha's Revenge Gin, and I say to you, cheers. Oh, good. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have a second go on that one. Hang on a second. Yeah, this is confirming what I got in the oh God, I've lost my words. In the sniff test. It's kind of a meeting of two. It's actually better on the second go, but it's kind of a meeting of two worlds. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this gin. As I say, there's a beautiful sort of wonderful marriage of citrus and herbs and spiciness and with a lovely sort of natural sweetness to it, all swirling round, but lurking in there like a strange unwelcome guest at a party is something kind of musty, fusty. What's the difference between fust and must? I'm not sure. Something kind of, it's really difficult to describe, almost bordering on a bit cheesy, which sounds very bizarre, but somehow it's kind of working. I don't know how. It's a bizarre mix of flavours. It's like, you know, I often use a sort of a party metaphor to describe it. So imagine in my mouth there is a party, right? Here's what's going on. You've got the citrus and the sort of the sweetness and the sort of herbiness and sort of spiciness in there, which are all the wonderfully dressed, in brightly coloured, tailored clothes, looking absolutely awesome and very sophisticated and having a wonderful time, making all sorts of sophisticated conversation about I don't know, bloody poetry or sort of fashion or something like that, right? That's the party. However, lurking in the corner, there's a weird, strange-looking fella in sort of torn rag clothes, and he's got a long beard, and he smells a bit funny, and he's drinking out of a paper bag, and everyone's a bit kind of like, who's the hairy guy in the corner? Yes, I know it's another bizarre analogy, but stick with it, because I think this is going somewhere. However, the weird guy gets up all of a sudden, takes to the dance floor, and it's like that bit in Napoleon Dynamite when he's just like struts some awesome moves, obviously not like that, but all of a sudden, he's like the king of the party. Everyone wants to talk to him, he's sort of dancing with everybody, he looks cool, the smell's still there, but they're getting used to it, and they're actually starting to like it. Good God. In the litany of bizarre metaphors that I've employed on this show, surely that is the worst. And I've definitely lost some of you off the back of it. But to be honest, that, you know, you can't taste this gin. Well, if you've got it there, you can taste it. But if you haven't got it, you're not able to taste this. So I have to try and paint a picture. I have to portray these tastes in sort of a visual way. And I think, as weird as that sounds, that's the best way to describe it. It's such a unique gin. And that's the only way I think I can convey it. On the first taste, you're not too sure. I wasn't too sure at all, but it kind of, you keep sipping and it kind of gets under your skin. It's like enjoying gin, but enjoying it in a completely different way. So let's try it neat, as I promised you I would do. So here we go. Oh, yeah, to me, that's, what strength is it? 42%, about what we'd expect for the London dried gins. To me, neat, that's all kind of strength and not much flavour. I think you need to be having the tonic with this one to unlock those flavours. So I would say to you, if you're going to be enjoying Bertha, I would say she is best enjoyed with the tonic. So guys, I think we can agree that is a pretty unique and strange gin, but is it a unique and strange price? I'm not really sure that segue worked as well as I was hoping it would. Never mind, let's just talk about the price. Okay, you're probably thinking to yourself, as I was, a little sort of artisan, quirky little boutique gin company like this, you're probably going to have to pay a bit more for it. Maybe 37 up to about the £40, something like that. Well, my friends, you are bang wrong if you thought that like I did, because it's a very, very pleasingly priced £34.50, which is $47.93 or €39.75. And to be honest, I'm happy with that every day of the week. And if you're going to, let's be honest, if you're going to pay a little bit more than the £30 bracket, let's make it something worth it. And I tell you what, as an experience, that is 100% worth it. So guys, to sum up, I mean, I keep saying this, don't I? How far are we in the show now? 2.5 years, something like that? Just over 2 years. And still, I think I've tasted everything, but something like this comes along and just really, really sort of pulls me away from where my comfort zone, like more than any other gin before. I don't think there's any other gin that is as unique as this one. Not only with the backstory, but also just with that combination of flavours in there. I mean, I suppose the In Love You Elephant Poo gin one was pretty out there, but it's a different, you can't really compare, it's a completely different kind of gin. I would say if you are a gin, not even a gin connoisseur, if you like gin, you've got a bit of a gin collection going on, you simply must have that. Your collection will not be complete until Bertha is residing in the middle of it. So if you see this on your shores, I don't know if it's available all over the place yet, but if you see it, I guarantee you, you might hate it, you might love it. It's one of those Marmite kind of gins, but I guarantee you it will be an experience, and it's definitely worth a place on your gin shelf. And I say to people at Bertha's Revenge, keep up the good work. So guys, what a video today. If you've enjoyed it or found it useful or informative in any way, shape or form, please, as always, if you haven't already, subscribe to my show, press the like button and of course the little bell icon so you get notified when my new videos come out. And if you want to support the show, head over to the old Patreon page or of course click that join button below the video. But until next time guys, take care, stay safe. Thank you to all my patrons and members and keep drinking the gin.